What's up everyone, today I'm back and I'm going to be showing you my Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury custom Fury Bowser figure deluxe. And the reason why I call it deluxe is because I made a previous custom about almost a month ago. So here he is, and I started making it the second I found out about the thing. And another thing I did was on the same day I ordered a giant Bowser figure. I was looking for the right Bowser figure, and I finally found one. Or it was on the same exact day or the day after. I purchased it from Amazon, and it was the lava set because it's the cheapest and includes a Mario and a Bomb figure, which is a really good deal and a good price. But I finally decided to start making it. At first, it was really difficult, and I decided to just use normal clay. But then when I painted it, it didn't keep that authentic fiery look to it, so I wanted it to have I decided to use the same method I used from my other Bowser, but he's just bigger. It has a little bit more detail, mostly similar in the same exact things, but just bigger. But I'm glad that I finally got to make him. He's not 100% accurate, but I really had fun making him, and maybe one day I'll make some more of them. There is another one that I'm currently working on. It's the white hair Bowser, and I'll probably review it on my last final video. I wanted this to be my final video on Super Mario 3 World plus Bowser's Fury. I might have said that too fast, I should say. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, but here he is, next to my smaller one that I previously reviewed a few weeks ago. And here's my miniature Mario and Bowser Jr. figures. Really cool. I like them a lot. Now they scale a lot better with this guy than they did with this guy. But yeah, I think they look a lot better. I like this bigger Bowser better. He's more noticeable, like on my shelf. And then here, just an example, I was going to review this in my next video with all the customs I made from Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Apologies about that, but here is the Giga cap, the Giga cap bell on its little platform. Looks really cool. So here it is. It's going to be reviewed in my next video. I like it a lot. And another thing it does have, which I will show, is it does have this other feature. So it's active. The Giga Bell's activated once Fury Bowser is awakened. So what I did here was you can disconnect this just to like a little sneak peek of what the customs are kind of like that I made. You can take off the Giga Bell. It's on a toothpick, the original, and put the sleepy Giga Bell. I don't know what it's called, but when it's not activated, and you have the Giga Bell that's not activated. I thought that was a cool little feature to do, but yeah. So, getting to the big figure, I will show some pictures at the end of this video and add them of the progression of this figure. It wasn't too easy to make. It took me about 2 days, but within hours of those days, so not 2 days exactly, but could have been more. Kind of forgot, but I still do remember what I did for this other Bowser. Moving him aside, though. Here he is next to Giga Cat Mario. I finally painted this guy. I said in my first video when I reviewed him that he was probably not going to be painted, but he might have needed paint, but the Play-Doh kind of dried and got darker, but I painted him all, and I think he's cool. Apologies, I'm kind of taking a while, but you can always scroll the video if you would like. So now on to the figure. Thank you guys for sticking with me. So here he is. He's quite big for a figure. I've never bought a giant Bowser figure like this before. So another thing I did was I had to swap out his original head. At first I tried painting his original head and adding it on, but I thought it looked too big. So yeah, this is what it looks like currently. I might figure out to do something with it. His eyes are saved. I like how it looks even. It's because I used Play-Doh and covered it over to smoothen out everything. But I turned out deciding to make a different head for Bowser. I thought that was a really good quality head for Fury Bowser, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work for the way I want to do my Fury Bowser, because he is supposed to have a smaller head or a more muscular body, like a more mass to his body, and also the flame effect, the blending and everything to make it look like it's real. It's really hard. I would prefer making like a little LED inside of Fury Bowser. If you make one ever, it would be really cool. Someone does that. But yeah, I didn't want to do too much complicated stuff on this guy. Just enough to where I was satisfied and happy enough to where I felt the figure was right. So he does have articulation, and you got to be careful because when articulating this guy, you could possibly break something. It's not because he's still drying, but he does have articulation, and I don't want to really mess up the parts. And he has his arms that could stretch out, so that was a little bit dry. So he can open his arms, and then I prefer this pose. I can't get the pose I want for him because his arms don't go down. They only swivel up and down. But yeah, it's just the way. I just gotta live with it, but I really do like it. And his legs do articulate as well. Try to put the clay in the right places. Don't want to articulate him too much, and the tail does also as well articulate. My camera might go out of focus for a little bit on this guy, but just the gimmicks to show. His tail is kind of on this side, but it's kind of stiff because the painting and stuff. But it can go a little bit this way. So he does look like the one that I had originally in one of my videos. He looks funny. Let me see the side details. They look similar. They look like cousins or like brothers. I don't know. Look at how similar they look. The paint and everything just looks similar. I don't know. It looks funny. It looks like there's one's the dad of the other one, but I really do like this. Now this one's tail is a little bit more, I don't know, thin. This one's thicker. I don't know. I wanted to make it look more like it had more mass since it was bigger and more terrifying. I don't know. But the hair, it does vary throughout the scenes. I was kind of debating on whether it was going to be either this weird it was going to be Bowser's normal head. Apologies, the lighting. I got to get it back to normal lighting. It has these little lines in it, not the little detail lines on it, but on the top, as you can see on the little strands, at the top, the point, there's 3 or 2 strands on it. I was debating on whether it was a big strand, it was just going to be one strand individually, or going to be just 3 strands, or multiple strands on one hairline. So yeah, I had really fun making it. And turning it to the back, my tripod's kind of being weird today. Apologies once again. So the back's really cool. I like it a lot. I wanted his head to be kind of hunched over. I did manage to balance this figure with the tail. That was really cool. It did take me about, I'd say, a month to get this guy planned out. And I know it's after release of the game, but I really wanted this guy to look cool. I know that a lot of people say his spikes look like candy corn. I don't know if that's an insult or I think that's the way it's supposed to look, right? But the blending is kind of hard, because it's supposed to look kind of glowing, but at the same time, I don't know. But on this side, as you can see, head looks a little small, but I think it's supposed to be smaller. I've seen official models for the character, but I don't know really what else I could do. I don't want to mess with the figure now that I've really added most of the details to it. But as you can see, the stomach, his stomach has been modified as well. It's supposed to have this fiery mix effect. I tried. It's the best I could do for it. And yeah, I really do like him a lot. He has a chest more. It's more like a chest now. Before it was just lines on Bowser, like a shell, but it's more like he's supposed to be stronger. So yeah, really cool figure. And just getting a thumbnail shot once again. I better articulate the tail back to the way it was because I like the tail when it sticks out like that. So I don't want his arms covering it a bit. Another thing I modified I forgot to mention was this right here, the little spikes right here. I added more. I was debating on whether I should just cover the original spikes or if I should make other spikes. But yeah, I think it's... Anyways, guys, sorry I had to cut the video. I kind of lost track of where I was on the video. But, so yeah, I did make scales on the figure. I used I used some tools to make the little scales as well on the figure. I tried to line it up. I didn't try to mess with the face that much, but as you can see, there's some little lines. Try to get them even, but not everything's 100% accurate or going to be when I make the figures. That's the thing I think that's unique about it, you know. Everyone makes their own design for the figure, or adds their own elements that they think's best for the figure. I really like it, so I really like the way I made mine. I'm really happy with the results. One of the things I did have to upgrade was his eyebrows. They were a little bit different, but as you can tell, I had to add some Play-Doh, like right here, to straighten out the eyebrows. And the eyes are supposed to be a little bit yellow. I was debating on whether they're more white or yellow, but I think they're like a mix of both, like my previous Fury Bowser figure. But really happy with the figure, the way it came out. I might add more later, like to the spikes, like possibly like more better coloring, like I did to this one. You could tell it's more bright. Well, similar. I try to match it with the hair, like so it looks like it's all one. And also maybe the chest, the fire. I don't know why it looks like that, but yeah, I think it turned out really nice. I sculpted the head and the spikes and the back of the shell. I added an extra layer to it to make it bigger, which might not be a good thing, but I can always coat it with some stuff to make it easy to not fall apart. But I think just displaying it will keep it good. And yeah, I really like the scaling. And next to Giga Cat Mario, let's just say he's the same size or something. I don't know. Yeah, it looks really cool. I like it. This one's a smaller scale, as you can tell. Very, very tiny for the other Bowser, but I really do hope I find a good scale Mario. And the Jack specific Mario that has the articulation, like from this type of series, or from this where this Bowser came from, is kind of really rare to find. It's like $65 on eBay, but I'm pretty sure from the set, the Mario figure I got's the right size for it, and if I just add a few modifications to it, I can make the Giga Cat Mario just from a normal Mario, so it would be fun to test that out. I would like that. Once again, here he is next to his friend. Yeah, I really had a great time making these. Thought they were really cool, and thank you guys for watching once again. Really quick, I want to make another thumbnail just because sometimes I go through my photos or the little screenshots. I take screenshots of the video just to make sure. I want to make this look right, but I know that the platform they were on is a little bit different than this, but I might upgrade it later. But yeah, well, I'll have to see about that. Let's see if I could kind of remember the way it looks, but I think it's close. Angle might have been different from the Fury Bowser's view, but it still captures the design. Light it up a little bit, and possibly add the... I don't want this one in here. I want the one when it's awake, the Giga Cat Bell head, or Giga Bell. I think the scaling's pretty good. I didn't pay attention to the Giga Cat Bell scaling. I just made like a little souvenir out there, just to throw it out there. I'm probably gonna work on other ones. I have 2 more customs I want to do before I review all of them, and I was getting excited to review Fury Bowser this scale, but I was going to make it my finale for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury lineup of custom toys I made and my reviews in general. But yeah, I decided to review them today. And whether it's the last video or not, I still reviewed it. I think it's really cool, and thank you guys once again for watching. One last look. I'll see you guys in the next video.